So let's talk about the scenario where Sauce does fall to 15. Now, one of the kind of threats to us getting Sauce, I think, is the Minnesota Vikings, because the Minnesota Vikings of the past, they really like to draft cornerbacks. We know that about the Vikings. The Vikings are at number 12. I just hope they don't snatch up Sauce, because I feel like Derek Stingley is going to be off the board, so next available cornerback they may believe is Sauce, and they might take Sauce at 12. But the Vikings could very well go quarterback too, because we know that's an area of concern. So I think the Vikings are really one of the wild cards of us getting Sauce. But y'all, let's jump right into his scouting report. What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports merch collection, get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, or the Jalen Make It Hurts tee. Even though a lot of you guys want to really hate on Jalen. For the Jalen believers, you know what I'm saying? That shirt is right there, down there for you. But guys, let's get into this video today. So shout out to one of my subscribers, Rodney Wyatt, for dropping this mock draft scenario in the comments. And it got several likes, so I think a lot of y'all was really rocking with this draft scenario. And I was really rocking with this draft scenario. So shout out to Rodney Wyatt. So Rodney says, cornerback with our 3 first-round picks. First of all, Rodney, we right here with the fact that he's got 3 defensive players in our first round, with our 3 first-round picks. Now, do I believe that that's 100% realistic, knowing how Howie Roseman is built? I do believe Howie might sneak in an offensive lineman in there, or might sneak in a wide receiver. But honestly, I'm not mad. As long as 2 of our picks, at least 2 out of the 3 of our picks are defensive players, I'm good, okay? Also, a lot of y'all are talking about trading a pick back because there are some concerns of whether the Eagles will be able to pay 3 first-round picks. Because you know, first-round draft picks come at a hefty price. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big question and concern. But let's get into this scenario that's really kind of like a dream scenario to me. And let's talk about all of these players that Rodney has listed. So starting with the number 15 overall pick, the Eagles will take, now he has 3 cornerbacks here. He has Andrew Sauce Gardner, he has Kier Elam, and Andrew Booth Jr. Now, right now, the Philly fans are going crazy over Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati. We going crazy, you know what I'm saying? First of all, just imagine the idea of having a secondary built with Sauce and Slay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the t-shirts just write themselves. They draw themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got the rookie with the Sauce, and we got the vet, big play, Slay. You know what I'm saying? That's just, come on. The secondary just don't get better than that. Right now in the draft, so out of these 3, I'm going with, Rodney put 3 options right here. Obviously, the Eagles fans are going crazy over Sauce Gardner right now. I really think that it's not unrealistic for Sauce to fall to number 15. So right now, the big players coming off the board, there is Linderbaum. He's a center, a guard. He's an offensive lineman. There is obviously they're saying that Nakobe Dean is going to be going top 15, and I'm really going top 15 because we're 15. So I'm saying like the big names that's going to be coming off the board before us. So Thibodeau and Aiden Hutchinson, the edge rushers. There's the center offensive lineman, Linderbaum. There's an offensive lineman out of NC State that they're saying is going to go early. Shout out to the Wolfpack. There is the safety, Kyle Hamilton. So that's 5 picks we already know is coming in the top 15. Nakobe Dean, they're saying, is going to go top 15. So that's 6. And then there's also another cornerback out of LSU, Derek Stingley Jr., who they believe will go ahead of Sauce Gardner. And when I say they believe, I'm saying like out of a compilation of a lot of draft experts. I believe those 7 guys will probably go top 15. And then there will be some teams that's going to take a quarterback maybe early. because they need a quarterback, or there may be teams that's going to go wide receiver in the top 15. So I don't think it's unrealistic that Sauce falls to us at 15. So I like this scenario. And like I said, they have a lot of people have Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU going top 10, going ahead of Sauce. So let's talk about the scenario where Sauce does fall to 15. Now, one of the kind of threats to us getting Sauce, I think, is the Minnesota Vikings, because the Minnesota Vikings of the past, they really like to draft cornerbacks. We know that about the Vikings. The Vikings are at number 12. I just hope they don't snatch up Sauce, because I feel like Derek Stingley is going to be off the board. So next available cornerback they may believe is Sauce, and they might take Sauce at 12. But the Vikings could very well go quarterback too, because we know that's an area of concern. So I think the Vikings are really one of the wild cards of us getting Sauce. But y'all, let's jump right into his scouting report. So this past year, Ahmad Sauce Gardner, he only allowed 20 catches from 40 targets for 131 yards. 20 catches on 40 targets for 131 yards. So they're saying he has a great size, great speed, and great competitive fire. And all of those things have made Gardner one of the most exciting players to watch on the outside. He's been able to make stellar plays for the Bearcats, not just in coverage, but he also ranks first among cornerbacks in sacks. He had 3 sacks, y'all. 3 sacks. Top amongst the cornerbacks in college football, okay? So that's just icing on the cake for Ahmad Gardner, though, who could legitimately become a top flight corner. The general consensus is that Gardner will be better off in a zone heavy scheme, but he certainly has the ability and the tools to thrive in both zone and man situations. Gardner could prove to be just the firecrackers the Eagles need on the outside, and one of the outspoken leaders on defense for years to come. So we know in our secondary, we have 2 check marks. We know Darius Slay on the outside. We know MATHEWS locking up on the inside, but we don't know what our future is opposite of Darius Slay on the outside. We don't even know if we're going to re-sign Steven Nelson. So let's get this guy. Let's get Sauce in there. You know what I'm saying? Sauce, Slay, and MATHEWS. I likes that. So that's with our first pick. So that's with number 15 overall. So with our second pick, it starts to get a little bit, not really. So Rodney has a linebacker with our second pick. So Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd. Now, like I said, I don't think Nakobe Dean will realistically be on the board at 15 or 16, especially after that showing he put up in the college football championship. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I liked it when Nakobe Dean was flying under the radar. But, you know, that prime time against Bama, you know, that's got Nakobe Dean going before the number 15 pick. Now, Devin Lloyd out of Utah, I'm not mad. If we get Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd, both of those are big time game changers for our defense, our middle of the defense, our linebacker room that has been so subpar for so long. Now, I already did a video on Devin Lloyd and, you know, how he would fit with the Eagles and breaking down his scouting report. So you guys can go check out that video. It was the Mel Kiper Jr. mock draft video. So Mel Kiper Jr. actually had the Eagles picking Devin Lloyd at 15. In this scenario, it don't matter because we got 15 and 16. You know what I'm saying? So who want to be 15? Sauce or Devin? Sauce, you want to be 15? Okay, 15. All right, Devin, come on, next pick. Back on the clock. You know what I'm saying? We got 15 and 16. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What's that going to make a difference of a couple of $100? I don't know. But whatever. So, in this situation, we're getting Sauce at 15. Then we're getting linebacker Devin Lloyd at 16. Now, y'all, our last pick. Now, we really need a lot, y'all, on the defense. And we really do need to oomph our pass rushing. We were like bottom in the league in sacks, y'all, this past season. And a lot of that was not coming off the edge. A lot of that was from the interior with Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. Derek Barnett has been very disappointed, and it's time to cut ties. Ryan Kerrigan was just a seat warmer, a bench warmer. You know what I'm saying? It's time to cut ties. So we really need to add some oomph on the pass rush. And we just need so much on defense. But I really need us walking away with a pass rusher. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the first round, but that's a big need for us, y'all. That's a big need for us. So Rodney has us getting defensive end David Ojabo or Jermaine Johnson. Now, in this scenario, David Ojabo, I forgot to mention him earlier, but he's gonna be gone at 19. Now, if we're picking at 19, David Ojabo is gone. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to you, brother, on whatever franchise you went to, unless you play in the Eagles. But the Eagles, we need a boost at the pass rush. So he has Jermaine Johnson on here, and this is why I rocks with Rodney, because Rodney is giving us options. You know what I'm saying? Options. So at number 19 overall, Jermaine Johnson is expected to be on the board. Now, Jermaine Johnson transferred from UGA to Florida State. So he went from the SEC to the ACC. You know, I'm an ACC girl, but basketball-wise, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We know the SEC run that thing in football. But when it comes to Jermaine Johnson, let's get into his scouting report. So Jermaine Johnson, 6'5", 262 pounds. The positives of him is he has a long frame and arms. Yeah, long arms. Back that ball down. Get that tomahawk. Chop. You know what I'm saying? Chop that ball down. You know what I'm saying? Move somebody out the way. Great anchor and balance versus the run. He's a sound, smart run defender. Not just sound. Not just smart, but a sound, smart run defender. And he always knows what the offense is doing and how to answer it. He has good explosion and movement in space, does well moving side to side, as well as accelerating after changing directions. You know what I'm saying? I like that, because these little shifty little backs, everybody trying to be all shifty, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to change direction and pick up your speed, and he's got that. He's a savvy pass rusher. He shows a wide array of pass rushing moves and understands how to keep the offensive tackles out of his frame. This guy sounds like a big stepper. I like Jermaine. Energy is turned up all the way. My bad. Energy is turned all the way up. I've never heard that phrase in the scouting report, y'all. They said energy is turned all the way up. I've never heard that phrase. I like this Jermaine. Now, before I get into the negatives, they said Jermaine Johnson is always helping make plays late in the down. Jermaine sounds like a winner. Now, let's get into his negatives. Ooh, he only got 3 negatives on here. All right, let's see. Below average flexibility, can get stiff working around the corner. I just thought y'all said he was savvy off the edge. So what? Power as a pass rusher runs hot and cold. So he's sometimey. Tall, thin frame can lead to him getting swallowed up by bigger bodies on pass rushing reps. Interesting. Now let me read his overall. Jermaine Johnson will make a living in the NFL as a run defender. Johnson has snaps with his hand in the dirt at FSU, from 5 tech to a standard defensive end spot, as well as from the stand-up position. No matter the alignment or assignment, Johnson displays great ability to see blocks develop, get low, and control offensive linemen with his long arms. His savvy and technique as a run defender is made better by his surprising anchor and balance despite his tall, skinny-looking frame. Johnson even has enough juice to slip through the gaps from time to time and get into the backfield. As a pass rusher, he wins primarily thanks to his length and motor. He also does a decent job coming off the ball, but it's the way he engages with offensive tackles and keeps himself clean that makes him effective. Johnson constantly changes his approach, though. His best reps come with a two-handed punch, and he transitions into a rip and dip around the edge. That technique helps soften up the edge for him and make up for his middling flexibility around the corner. Johnson can start in the NFL for a long time thanks to his outstanding run defense and baseline pass rushing skills. Considering he's already an older prospect and lacks great flexibility, his ceiling is not exciting, but he can contribute right away as a 3-down player and become an above-average starter for years to come. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He can contribute right away. Now, I don't know 1,000%. Y'all let me know down below. Because like I said, I can't lie. I've never seen Jermaine Johnson play. I did not watch any FSU football. They was terrible this year. But anybody who's watched Jermaine, let me know. Is he given first round pick? Is that giving first round pick, or should we wait later? But y'all let me know. But again, shout out to my guy Rodney Wyatt. So in this draft at number 15, we're getting Sauce Gardner from the Cincinnati Bearcats. At 16, we're getting Devin Lloyd, inside off-ball linebacker out of Utah. And with our number 19 pick, we're getting Jermaine Johnson, defensive end out of Florida State and Georgia, and also a JUCO somewhere. But guys, let me know what you think. What you think about this draft? I'm happy, like I said, as long as I get 2 out of my 3 players defensive, I'm good with that. But in this kind of scenario, if we get Sauce and we get Devin Lloyd, I'm fine with going and not getting a Jermaine Johnson. If it's not like somebody that's wowing, because a first round pick is supposed to wow you. And if this guy is not wowing, Jermaine, I'm fine with getting Chris Olave if he's still on the board, or offensive lineman, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? These picks are precious and we must treat them so. But y'all, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out my links down below. Buy me that coffee, shop the official SymoneWithTheSports merch collection, and let me know what you want to see in my next video. And until I'll talk to you guys next time.